Hi, I'm Dr. Stan Gross. I wanted to take a few moments to talk about our latest flagship product. It's called Rejuvenate 1. Now, the name implies that it's for rejuvenation or renewal, and that's true. What's its basis? Well, since the 60s, I've really admired the work being done in anti-aging. And there's a lot of work, great work done in anti-aging therapies and supplementation. But a lot of it falls short. And it hasn't really caught on the way I thought it should because I didn't think they carried the thought to the next level. The people that make Niagen have done the greatest work in this category, and we've of course borrowed some of their science. But we've taken their science to the next level. So what does it do? Well, in anti-aging, it's just what it says. It takes the cells and allows them to communicate the same way they communicated when they were younger. How does it do that? Well, NAD is converted to NADH, which in this thing called the Krebs cycle, it produces something called ATP. Well, what is ATP? That's the energy currency of the cell. That's how the cell burns energy and functions to become what it's supposed to be. And remain in a highly functional state, we need high levels of NAD+. When we're younger, remember when you go outside and play all day long, never got tired? Remember how you had to learn something and you had a deadline to learn it, but you did it because it was easy? Because your brain was clear? Maybe you don't remember those, in which case you really need this. It's what it does. It opens up the channels, makes the cells more vibrant, but as we age, we start depleting those levels. So, NAD++ is ours. It's not just Niagen, but it's NAD+ with L-arginine, L-citrulline, and creatine phosphate. What does it do? Well, besides anti-aging, it's been used since the 60s for breaking addiction. So people who had strong addictions to alkaloids, like heroin, cocaine, methamphetamines, people who are allergic to nicotine, quitting smoking for some people is just horrendously difficult. The pathways that are established by this supplement makes that a very simple task for most people. Metabolism. You having trouble losing weight, you having trouble getting that lean body mass and putting some muscle back on? Guess what? This will help with that. Because if the cells have more energy, they're capable of burning more calories. They're capable of achieving a higher energy level, like when you were a teenager and you could eat wherever you wanted and never gain an ounce. That's our goal, right? Yeah. How about your immune system? Well, an aging immune system is an immune system that is vulnerable to disease, right? So we're vulnerable to attack. If we can increase the efficiency of the immune cells, all 9 levels of immunity, well, guess what? Our immune system's able to recognize and overcome invading proteins. That's really wonderful. What about inflammation? Well, inflammation is typically a sign that the cells are in trouble. There's specific chemical signatures that the mitochondria put off to let us know that a cell is in danger of dying. And in doing so, it does what? It has this inflammatory response. If the cell isn't in danger, it doesn't put off that signal. And therefore, we lower the inflammatory cycles, which are predominantly where? In the gut, in the omentum. So we took it one step further by increasing the communication between the cytokines. And what are those? Well, that's the interleukins, 1 through, I think the last number I read was 38. And so what do? Well, if the interleukin 4, has to communicate with 10, but it can't because it needs interleukin 6 to get that done, as we get older, that relay of information breaks down. It doesn't happen, or it doesn't stop, and as a result, we get some aberrant cell formation. With the addition of L-arginine and L-citrulline, we increase the permeability of the molecule by increasing NO2 levels, nitric oxide levels. Does it cause vasodilation? Yeah, to a certain extent. But more importantly, it acts as a transport mechanism. Well, where do we want this transported to? To the mitochondria predominantly. So we put in creatine phosphate so that it offers a permeability pathway through the mitochondrial barrier. Isn't that great? We're going to cover this in greater detail. There's so much to say about this thing. We're so excited about it. I tell you, it's just great. I've been taking the components of it now for about 2.5 months, and I can tell you I feel a huge difference. I don't know if you can see the difference for those of you that know me, but boy, what a huge difference. Anyway, I know you have questions. Please post them on our website. There's a chance I'll be in a city near you soon, in which case you can ask your question personally. Either way, I really look forward to meeting you. I'm glad you dropped by. Thanks again. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.